Hey boys and girls, it's Ben. I'm back with another Paydirt review. I've got something called Kenai. I believe it's from Alaska. I think it's my first Paydirt from Alaska. So I've already opened it, but I haven't completely opened it. And first thing I noticed is how heavy this is. It's supposed to be 3 pounds. It sure feels like it's at least 3 pounds. Also, it feels like a brick, man. So whatever this is in is really packed. Okay. So we are set up. Let's see what we got here. Yep, it's Kenai Gold LLC. Tyler Tim. Sharing the Alaska dream, one bag at a time. So yeah, it's Alaskan. And this is the invoice. So I paid $35 and $5.99 shipping, so it's $40.99 altogether, 41 bucks. Let me go weigh it before I take you outside. And this is what it looks like. Comes in this bag. It's a pretty thick, quality bag. I mean, it is jam-packed, dude. It's like a brick. It looks mostly like small gravels and stuff. So I'll go weigh it, and then we'll meet you outside. I did some research. It's a 1 pound bag. I was unable to weigh it. It was too heavy for my gold scale. It was too light for my human scale. It definitely feels like a pound. I have no doubt about that. It's supposed to have guaranteed 1/2 gram of gold. So that's what we're going to be working with today. And at $41, probably looking at about 60% return on investment, just estimated. So we're going to go ahead and, sorry, my water's overflowing. So we're going to go ahead and pan this out, and we'll be back with some results. Alright guys, we got that panned out down to -50, so there's a lot of classifications. There was some decent gold. We're going to go ahead and weigh it up, and hopefully we have the 1/2 gram that was guaranteed. I even ran it through the mini sluice to make sure I got everything. There was nothing in the mini sluice. So I'm going to get the camera set up, we'll take a look at the scale, and we'll go from there. Alright, we'll get that zeroed out. .571 or .567, depending on the airflow, I suppose. So we've got over 1/2 gram. Pretty happy about that. This was okay, guys. So we've got 0.575 grams of gold, Alaska gold. The price of gold plummeted today, man. Just kind of surprised. It's $12.93.90 per ounce. So coming out to grams, that's 41. Coming out to grams, that's 41.60 dollars per gram. We've got 0.5. Well, this is going all over the place. I'll say 0.575. Come on, phone. Times 41.6 is $23.92, and I believe, and we paid $41 for this after the $5.99 shipping. So minus 41, that's $17 entertainment fee for this afternoon. Let me figure out this return on investment. So we're looking at a 58% return on investment. I'm happy with that. Even though I like it to be 75, 80, 85 in that area, I'm happy with that because I knew what I was paying ahead of time and I knew what I was guaranteed. And since I'm over that, that's actually a decent return on investment. So I already knew what I was getting into getting this bag. So I can't complain about that. 58%, 58.3% return on investment. 60% return on investment, just estimated. So let me give you my overall thoughts on the, let me look at the name again. It is Kenai, Kenai, Kenai Gold LLC. It's a Peninsula Paydirt. It says it's from Alaska. I don't know where this was shipped from, but it says the gold's from Alaska. So I've got a 58.3% return on investment, knowing I was going into that with probably about a 50% return on investment. And so I'm happy with that. And that includes the shipping too, so that's good. My overall thoughts on this Paydirt were good. There were lots of classifications. I got it down to minus 50. Usually I get down to about minus 40. This one I got down to minus 50. I probably could have gone minus 40, but there was enough fine material in there to keep going. One thing I loved about this Paydirt, it is clean, man. My water looked just as clear after as it did before. It's literally that clean. So you get to see everything you're doing. On top of that, one of the things that frustrated me about it, but it made it a lot easier, was there are just lots of very large, it's either black sand or very small garnets. I didn't take a close enough look at them. So they kind of feel like they're getting in the way a lot, but they really help you separate it from the black sand pretty easy. When I did my separation just in the pan, and I mean, it was perfect every time. There was no black sand at all in my final material, so that's good. That never happens. So with that, I'd say that the Paydirt was clean. It was fairly easy to pan. There was gold at everything except the minus 50. There was no gold there. The plus 10 only had one little, I guess you could call it a picker, small. It was very cool shaped. I'm going to take a better look at it under the loop when we're done with this. But that was the only thing that was a plus 10. But plus 20 had a lot. Plus 30 had a lot. Plus 40 had a decent amount. And then plus 50 even had some too. So I was very happy with the spread of the amount of gold and the classifications. I like that. I like to get rewarded for the pan, you know. Return on investment, better than I anticipated. So if you know what you're going into something saying, I'm paying this and I'm guaranteed a half a gram of gold. And granted, gold dropped about $2 a gram, man. I mean, it was like, I think it was like $13.50 or something recently. And it's $12.90 today. So it dropped quite a bit. And yet, I still got a decent return on my investment. If I do the math, let's say it was $43 a gram not even a week ago. So times 0.575, that would be 24.75 divided by 41. That gives us a return on investment of 60%. So that's probably, because gold rarely fluctuates that quickly, that's probably a more reasonable estimate of what you would anticipate. So I got a good return on investment. It was more than I expected. The gold was clean. I enjoyed doing it. So that's a good return on investment, I would say, considering I knew going into it what it could have been. Now, if you go into something and you're like, I'm paying this much and they're guaranteeing me half a gram, well, you got to kind of have to know what the price of gold is, okay? It's going to be between $40 and $43 most of the time, at least in the last year or so. So if you know going into that about, and you should probably keep track of the price of gold if you're gold panning, but if you're going to go into that, knowing what you're paying and knowing what you're guaranteed, and not and be pissed off about the return on investment, that's kind of stupid, okay? Because you knew going in what it was going to be. And if you hadn't done the math, then you may be being careless. Now, every now and then I will review Paydirt that doesn't give guarantees, or I feel like even with the guarantee I'm still kind of getting screwed. But if I do that, it's just, number one, out of curiosity, so I can see what it's like. Because a lot of you guys have suggested some websites that are quite pricey, especially for the amount of gold that's guaranteed. It looks like you're getting a 40 to 50% return on investment. But I keep hearing the same sites over and over, so I will give those sites a try. And because of that, I may lose money on it. So sometimes it's out of curiosity, and sometimes it's just for the viewers, to give you an idea of what's going on. And it's nice to shake it up every now and then. Now, if you stick with us around, I think the next thing coming in the mail, I've got another lynch mining bucket. And I've got I think it's Belmont Mountain from Lynch Mining. I'll probably be doing that one first, and that's a, I don't know, 3 or 5 pound bag. So I've got those coming pretty soon. So be looking for those. I would recommend the Kenai Gold. I would, even though the return on investment is small. If that's too small of a return on investment, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. But if you're okay with that, and you want to have some fun with clean Paydirt, and fairly easy to pan Paydirt, and Paydirt spread across many different classifications, then give it a try. I don't think you'd be disappointed at all. So that's the end of this review today, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you click the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more of these, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know whenever I produce another video. I really appreciate you guys watching. I've noticed more of you guys have been watching, more of you guys have been subscribing, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, because making the video like what I'm doing now, just talking to you, it does take some time, but it's not that big a deal. I press record on the camera. Every now and then you might have to get a cool angle or something, but editing the video is quite time consuming. Now, I enjoy doing it because it's cool to put it together, but it is quite time consuming. And at least knowing that I'm reaching some people and that they're enjoying what I'm doing, that makes it worthwhile, man. So if you've ever used this before, go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell us what your experience was with it, and because I want to hear that too, you know. And other people who are deciding if they want to spend the money, they want to get more than just my review on it. So if you have, you know, if you're like, hey, I did this and I got this much or whatever, go ahead and put it in the comments, because it helps other people. And just like other people are helping you determine what Paydirt you want to get. So with that said, this has been, I've been having a great time doing Paydirt reviews with you. I hope you'll stick around. Click like, click subscribe, and the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.